Hey everybody, it's Jen. I'm going to be doing a full face tutorial, obviously like minus the eyes, they're already done, but I wanted to do full face makeup and then at the same time do a review of the new e.l.f. products that I just picked up. So I've washed this part of my face with my MAC Lightful Cleanser, and then I did a little exfoliation with the Volcanic Ash exfoliator. And so I put some moisturizer on using the Lightful Moisturizer by MAC as well. I love that collection if you can't tell already. So my face is clean, it's moisturized. I've had the moisturizer on for a good 7 minutes now at least. So I'm just going to pin my hair back so that we have the full face. And then I'm going to get started. The e.l.f. products that I'm going to review will be a definition powder, which I will use to simply set my concealer. It's sheer coverage. And I also have a contouring blush and bronzer set, which is like this. So there's like a baby pink blush and sort of like a milk chocolate bronzer. And then I have a highlighter, which is a baked highlighter, and this is in the color Blush Gems. So those are the ones that I'm going to be reviewing, but I do have some other products that I will be using along the way. So to start, I'm actually going to be using my MAC foundation, and this is in a mix of 2.0 and 4.0, and I just have a little MAC sample bottle that I mix them both in, and then I just use my foundation out of that. So I'm just mixing those up a little bit in here, and then I'm going to be applying this all over my face. For those of you who are interested in keeping your makeup on for a lot longer, you can use a face primer, which I don't really have many of right now. I have the one by Tarte, and it's in just a tiny sample bottle, so I always forget to use it. But I will be investing in the MAC Prep and Prime in the near future. I've just spent so much in the last little while that I have to wait. But I will definitely get that, and I'll do a review of that as well. You don't want to forget your neck, otherwise you're just going to look, you know, it's going to look different. And you don't want your neck to look different from your face. And blend out, you don't want to have that line or that ring around here, so make sure that you blend out your neck foundation really well. Okay, so now that my foundation is applied completely, I just want to take a little spongy and kind of dab all over my skin, just to take any excess product off. And you don't want to like push it around, you just want to blot, because you may remove the product if it's still a little wet. I'm not really sure if everybody is using the same kind of product as me, so I would kind of assume that you all have your own product that you're using. So if it is a little bit more wet and it doesn't set really quickly, then you probably just want to blot for sure. If you find that your foundation is really thick and sets right away, I mean, you can do this as well, but I just think blotting is so much better. I do have a few little blemishes in my skin, like sunspots and stuff like that. So don't ever forget to wear sunscreen, people. I'm going to be using a thicker concealer, which is called Get Covered by Femme Couture, and it's a maximum coverage concealer. This is in the color Fair. It is a little bit lighter than my skin tone, but I'm using it in this portion of my face. I'm not sure if you can really see, there's a blemish here somewhere. It's going to be contoured over and stuff anyway, so I'm totally fine with the fact that this is a little lighter, but I should invest in something that's more close to this, the foundation and the color of my skin. So I'm just going to go over the blemishes that I have. I'm sure there you can really see, obviously, that it's a different color. And then I just take a different spongy and just go over top of that a little bit. It's still rather noticeable, but it's a little better than before. And then any other little areas where you may have, you know, blemishes everywhere. Then I'm going to take my foundation brush that has a little bit of product left over on it, and I'm just going to lightly go over top of those spots again. Nothing crazy, just enough to kind of make those little concealer spots disappear. The next thing I'm going to do is my concealer, and I have NW20 MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, and I just put a little bit again in another one of these little sample bottles. If for those of you who have no idea what these bottles look like, they look like this, and you can just pump them on the back of your hand if you want, just pump the product there. But I really do like these little sample bottles, just because I can stick my brush in there and it's all great, and my hands are not full of product all the time. So I'm going to take this, and I'm going to use, it's a stipple brush, a small stipple brush by e.l.f. This is actually a new brush that I got, so again, I can review this one as well for you. And I wanted to use this for my concealer because it's a stipple brush, so it doesn't have that much, it doesn't have as many bristles on the end, and so I think it will just apply nicely. So I'm going to try this out and see how that works. Totally scared here. Okay, here we go. Okay, I also want to place some concealer in other places where I want to brighten up my face. So I'm just going to apply a little bit right here in sort of like a V. Not a whole lot, just a little, because I'm going to go in with a spongy later and smooth all of this out. And then down the bridge of my nose. And don't go all the way to the tip. I just really want to blend out just along this part basically, and just leave this, and then above my cupid's bow and on the chin, and then underneath here. Which this actually works perfect for. So I'm absolutely loving the feel of this brush. It's really soft, and it blends the product out really nicely, actually. I will be going in with my finger shortly, but I just want to make sure that I stipple this product in just a little bit more. I don't know if you can notice, but you can see the line right here. I just want to focus this concealer on the bottom part of the jaw because I want to brighten that up to make my face look a little bit more narrow down there. Okay, so now with my fingers, I just want to blend this out. Underneath the eye. Along the side of the nose, and then up. So again, I'm going to take my spongy and I'm just going to blot over top. I just want to pick up any loose product. Okay, so that is concealer. So the next thing that I want to do is I want to set my concealer. So I'm going to be using the e.l.f. High Definition Powder, and this is in sheer. So it just has the sifter top, but I'm just going to open that up without spilling. Okay, so I'm taking a very loose brush. This is a precision brush by Arbonne. And it's just very soft, small, and loose. I just want to take a very, very little bit of that on the tip of my brush. Tap off any excess and then just lightly pat that on the concealer. So I actually like this product quite a bit. It's a little bit, and it's almost like a baking soda kind of feel. It's hard to explain, but it's a little chalky-ish-esque kind of thing. But I really like the product. It's very sheer. It covers really nicely. It'll set my product, so it does everything I need it to, and I got it for $3 at 50% off. So I'm very happy about this and definitely a good buy. So the next thing that I'd like to do is contour. I'm going to be doing the bigger parts of my face first, and I'll be using an angled brush. This brush is the shits, so I should be actually using my Sigma one. I haven't even taken it out of the package to use it yet, but I wanted to do a whole review on those. So today I'm just going to use the brush that I have right now, which is like straw, and it's old and the bristles are like breaking. It's not a good one, but I'm going to use it anyways. So I'm going to be using that with the e.l.f. Contouring Bronzer, which is the darker part of the palette. And I'm gonna start off by chiseling out the cheekbone area. So I'm gonna take a little bit of that on this brush, and I'm gonna kind of work at a bit of an angle. I don't want to start off with a lot of product, I just kind of want to get that placed where I want it to be. So you want to start near the top of your ear and go down following your jawline, or your jawline, following your cheekbone to about the end of your eyebrow. And I mean, that's if you just want to go to a natural contour, which I do. I don't want to go totally crazy today. Although I'm sure this is a little crazy for most. And then basically what I want to do is just turn the brush from angled, turn it a little bit at a side angle, and then blend that upward. So I want to leave that bottom part flush and then blend it up just a little bit. I really like this bronzer a lot. It's actually kind of like Chocolate Soleil by Too Faced. It does not smell that good though, but as far color is concerned, it's actually kind of close, I think. It looks a little bit harsh right now, which you're gonna notice that until you get everything else on, but it does look a little bit harsh right now. We'll blend over that later on, but we're gonna move on toward the top part of the face and underneath. So first what I want to do is just get a little bit of this product. I'm hoping I can show you this properly. So I'm going to take the top portion of this brush to about here, and I'm just going to dab that top part in this product. You can tap off excess if you want. And then I'm just going to take that at kind of an angle and buff that in the outer portion of my forehead, kind of going into this angle here. And then doing the same on the other side. And then I blend them in toward the center. You don't want to go too much lower than this, because you kind of want to keep your temples a little bit brighter. You can close them off. I'm hoping you guys can see the difference in this so far. I'll try to make it a little more exaggerated for you. Okay, so that's the top portion of the face. Just think of it as being a C, and then a couple more kind of C's here, or like boomerang kind of shapes. And then we're gonna go pretty much right across the bottom of the jaw. I am a little chubby here, so you'll have to forgive me. If you have a slender face, this will be much nicer on you, but I will do my best to apply this properly so you guys can see how much of a difference it makes. So you basically want to do the same thing and take a bit of that product on the top portion of your angle brush, and you want to drag it back and forth long ways, so back and forth this way, not side to side, and just take that along your jawline, and you're basically carving out the bottom of your jaw up to the bottom of the ear. And we'll blend that out. I know it looks a little harsh right now, but we'll blend that out for sure in a little bit. For those of you with dry skin, if you're more confident in using cream products, you can certainly use just a much darker foundation for this, or a very dark concealer, and that will do the same thing. You just have to blend it out a little bit more. I find that for my skin, having oily skin, powder does wonders for me. Also, it blends really nicely, so that's why I use powders. You're more than welcome to use creams as well. Just whatever is going to suit you for your needs. For sure, you want to use those. You don't have to use exactly what I'm using. So that is the contouring so far. I'm not sure if you can see underneath, but it's just kind of a cutout sort of around the jawline to kind of make the face look more slimmer. And so I just want to blend that just a touch down the neck, like kind of sinking toward down the neck, and leaving, as I'm talking, is going like this. Sorry. Just leaving that chisel. You don't want to blend that out, or it's just going to look like a beard. So far, my take on this bronzer is that I like it a lot. I think it's a very nice bronzer. What I'm going to do now that I've done the other portion of my face is I'm going to use a contour brush. This is actually, it says eyeshadow C brush, but for me, I like this because it's thick and dense, and it's just short and stubby, which is, for me, good for contouring. So I'm going to use this as my contour brush. I'm going to use the same dark color out of this little palette, and I'm going to carve out my nose area just to kind of give it a little dimension and make it hopefully look a little slimmer. I may have mentioned this before in a previous video, but my nose is broken, so it may not be 100% perfect, but that's kind of the way contouring helps, is it'll make your nose look straighter if you do it right. So hopefully I will do it justice. So basically I like to start right at the corner of the eye, right where that little shadow is. So I hope you guys can obviously see that. It's much stronger than this side, really doesn't have anything, just kind of blends away like there's nothing there. But this kind of adds a little dimension. I don't want to go really dark with this, so to me this is a little too dark. I'm just going to blend it out, going upward toward the eyebrow, and then blending down along the side of the nose. When you're blending your contour, you want to blend it from here down. You don't want to bring it up toward the bridge of the nose, because that you want to keep really nice and bright. I'm going to just apply a little bit of that product right around where your nostril caves in here, and where your tip of your nose caves in here, so where that area where it meets, just kind of blend that in with a little bit of product. And then around the edge of the front of the nose. So I'm hoping you guys can see the difference from this side to this side. I haven't done anything on this side yet, but I have done all the way down here and around this area, and a little bit in this curvature here, this little crevice. So I'm hoping you guys can see the difference. I'm going to go and continue this side and I'll be right back. Okay, so my face is completely contoured to where I want it. If you want to do any more contouring or anything, you can always do in this area and kind of make your cheekbones obvious, more pronounced. But I'm just going to keep it simple. Continuing on, I'm going to be using my Super BB powder by Physicians Formula. Sorry about the glare, guys. This is in the shade light medium, and it has 30 SPF. I really like this product. Not that this is a review on Physicians Formula, but I do like this product. Taking my e.l.f. powder brush, it looks like that. It's just a very flat, dense powder brush. This is one of my very favorite brushes from e.l.f. I really like this brush, and I use it every single day for my powder. So I'm just going to take this and swirl it in the powder in here. And I'm going to blend out everything in my face so that it's not as exaggerated. And just remember that you want to kind of avoid the areas where you've already put the sheer powder on. You just want to get in the nose area, along the sides of the nose. Blend out your contour just a little, not too much, because you still want it to be noticeable. I'm happy with my powder right now, so I'm going to move forward and I'm going to apply my blush, which will be the baby pink color in this little palette from e.l.f., which looks like that on the front. This is the palette called Antigua, so for any of you that are interested in ordering this from the e.l.f. website, it looks like that on the back. I think that's a little bit too tiny and really shiny, so you know what I'll do is I will just add the name on the screen. But yes, it looks like this, and I will be using this for my blush right now. I'm going to be taking my complexion brush from e.l.f., which is just a very, very big, flat, fluffy brush. And I'm just going to apply. This stuff is pretty pigmented, so you might want to apply lightly and then apply more from there. But I'm going to take this just on the apple of my cheek and blend it back. So basically what I like to do is apply it on the cheek and then just crazy blend it back. Alright, and then just taking that brush with no extra product on it, I just want to blend over top of that. I really, really like this. This is the Contouring Blush and Bronzer Duo from e.l.f. I will be purchasing a lot more of these in the future, just solely based on this experience alone. I'm loving the payoff, and I'm really loving the colors, and the bronzer alone, I would just buy that for sure. But I'm liking the blush as well. It's very cute and just pinched. So yeah, a definite buy for me. It's a little powdery, but that is absolutely no problem because I'm really loving these products. Moving forward, I'm going to be applying a baked highlighter, which is this, and it is in Blush Gems. And taking the angled foundation brush, I know this is pretty odd, I'm sure you guys don't use this for your highlight, but I like this because I think it gives me really good payoff. So using the angled foundation brush by e.l.f., which I love, I'm going to be applying Blush Gems Baked Highlighter by e.l.f. as well. And then just going in a C motion kind of deal, just applying that on the top part of the cheekbone. Maybe I'll zoom in a little. Okay, so I'm also going to apply this baked highlighter to every place that I had applied concealer before, because those are the places that I want my face to have a little bit of shimmer to them and brightness. So down the bridge of the nose, not all the way, just to about here. And you can also use your finger for this, which I actually might, because I just find it gives a little bit of better payoff. This highlighter is a little bit deeper than the other color that I picked up, and I did actually want to use that, but I thought I would try this one out first. So I'll use that other one in another tutorial. And then to the Cupid's bow. And then to your chin. So now I'm going to apply the Mineralized Skin Finish by MAC, and this is in the color Redhead. It looks like this. I had this for a few years, so I'm not sure if you can get it anymore. But I really like this. Any of the skin finishes from MAC will do. You don't even have to do this step if you don't want to. So I'm just going to take a very big fluffy brush, which also sucks because it's old and gross and I just washed it and it still didn't help. But anyways, I'm just going to get that in this, all in there, and then I'm just going to dust this lightly all over my face. So now for a lipstick, I'm just going to, you don't have to do this, I just figured I'd throw it in because I'm going to do it anyways, but it's the NYX Retractable, the NYX Retractable Lip Liner in Jewel, which looks like a mauve-ish, like a, almost like a pearlescent mauve color, or mauvey color. And I'm just going to outline my lips, which everybody knows how to do. Okay, so now that I have my lips lined, I want to go in with Gleam lipstick by MAC. And this is sort of almost a coppery mauve kind of. It's hard to explain this color. Pinkish, mauvey, copper, I don't know. I love this lipstick anyways. It is a glaze lipstick. So this is the finished look. I hope you guys like this, and I hope you enjoyed the video and that you try it out and let me know how you did. If you're on Instagram and you want to show me a picture of what you did and how it turned out, go ahead and search for my name and follow me. It is xoxo, and I will insert that here so you guys can physically see what that would look like. But certainly follow me on Instagram. I'll have a bunch of pictures up of this and many other things, and yeah, hopefully you'll join me there. But thank you so much for watching in the meantime, and take care. We'll talk to you soon. Bye!